Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Pharaoh. Welcome back. Just wanted to throw a quick video out there about some promo codes that just came up and give my thoughts on some of the discussions around, you know, not bugs, but changing units so that they are less effective in PvE in different areas, Ziada and Veronica, I think her name is, and some stuff like that. So, and Shadow Sonya. Just give my thoughts there real quick, but we'll do the codes first. Check these out. So we have this code here. Okay, other, redeem code, and we'll throw this one in. So if you guys ever need codes, I go to Vulcan Gaming. He's got a Discord. I don't know if it's Vulcan Gaming or Vulcan Gotcha, but I'm sure you guys know who that is. If you're playing this game right now and you're watching YouTube pretty actively, he should be popping up for you guys. So this is code number 1 we'll do here. We'll see what we get there. I think it's 10 summons and some other stuff, so cool. We'll take that. And that was the compensation for their bug fix. Well, not bug fixes, them just changing units and not saying anything about it. Then we've got 2 more here. We'll see how these ones work. Okay. And then W1 for that one. So we have this one here, weekly PvP. And then we also have this with W1. Okay, we got that. What is this going to be? This was the with the weekly PvP W1, and then here we have 3 more summons. This was the weekly PvP code here. So 13 summons, some silver, a mental stabilizer. I think that's definitely a good deal there. And then I just want to make sure there's no other codes here. I think these are the only 3 new codes that there were from the original drop of, I don't know what they had, like 20 or something about. So anyway, hopefully that helps you guys out. And then let's then talk about the changes they made. So we'll go into archive here and physically look at the characters. I don't think I had any of them. So Sonya, people are calling it a nerf. They changed the Aurora boss so that poisons don't land anymore, or dots don't land. Dots mean damage over time. For anybody that's new to Gacha gaming, that is always what dots will mean, so damage over time. In some games it's poisons, in some games actually the vast majority of games it's called poison. In some games it's called continuous damage or dots like it is here. And then yeah, there's a few other kind of effects that do damage over time, but usually they work in a different way. So she got, like, quote-unquote nerfed because you can't use her in Aurora anymore. I'm not sure that you can honestly say that that's a massive deal. If she still works in Terramaton, she's still going to work in other bosses. I don't think that she's like oh man, I shouldn't have re-rolled my account for her. I think she's still going to be really great in a lot of areas. I really wouldn't be too concerned about that. For you Shadow Sonya owners out there, I would still be happy to pull one. Doki Doki, I don't like her, but any of these 3 I'd be happy to pull. And I don't think that she's bad, but I just like the character design, like the skill design better for the other 5 that are available. Also in here, Ziada, what an absolute queen. She got quote-unquote nerfed because if you were using her in Doki Doki, now she's not able to strip a buff that the boss can put on the ads that you have to fight in Doki Doki. This one, to me, is a much more significant nerf. Like, again, she didn't physically get touched. It's an effect that she had in a dungeon, and that could have been a reason that people used their permanent summon to reroll, or not reroll, but a permanent summon to get a copy of her. I think they might need to put in a second permanent summon banner, or give people a selector. I think putting in a second permanent summon banner would make a little more sense for them as a company, but yeah, that's that's pretty not great. That's not great that they did that one. I definitely feel for people that went for her and got her because they were like, I can use her in PvP, I can use her here and there, and she's great for Doki because she can steal that buff and then use it to deal more damage to the enemies. Do I think she's a bad unit now? No, definitely not. But I can see that that would be a significantly more irritating tweak to the game than I think the Shadow Sanya one was. Or this other unit here. They messed with Veronica, and now there was like an Infinity team, an Immortal team, an Unkillable team. There's different ways that you could call it. But basically, she enabled a team where your team would not die at any point. And I can see how that would be an abuse of the game. Except for that, it literally is a thing in other games already. Totally acceptable, fine, it works. And this was never going to be a strategy in PvP that was going to screw anyone up. If you're going to lose to an Immortal team in PvP, you're going to change what you're doing so that when you attack stuff like that, that person isn't able to beat you again, or any other future team that would be an Immortal team, or Unkillable or whatever. So I think it was a weird change personally, and it was such a niche thing. Using it even in PvE, it was extremely niche in my mind. Maybe they did some testing and found out that people could abuse this for every dungeon in the game, and that wouldn't be good. Then I can understand them not wanting that, but yeah, I don't think we need a permanent summon. I don't think we really need that much for this girl. I would be shocked if someone rerolled for Veronica, or not rerolled, but used their permanent summon on her. That would be really wild. But the Zenyatta one, I think, is a bigger change and is pretty concerning, because there were people that were going in excited to use her because she could have that function in Doki Doki. I think that is a big issue, and maybe we need another permanent summon banner for that. But otherwise, I think a lot of the critiques, they talk to us in beta, they don't talk to us now, and what are they doing, this and that, or are they going to kill the game, and that theatrical outburst from a bunch of different creators. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. Everyone released a video within an hour or two of each other about, XD or, Etheria restart devs need to do this, need to do that. And, like, these people made an outstanding game. This game will last for years. Them not telling us about a couple changes they're making is not the end of the game. Don't quit this game because they made a couple of tweaks. It's not worth leaving. This is still a great game. I would strongly recommend that, not getting into the hysteria that the other YouTubers were trying to make. I don't get it, but whatever. Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope that if that Zenyatta thing hit you, though, I really hope that they put a permanent summon thing in, or a selector or something to really help you guys out. That's not great. That was that was a bad move on their part. But some of the other changes I think are fine. It's fine. Anyway, that's all for this one. I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye.